sunrise. It's just gone 7. Finally ready to get up. Didn't sleep too bad. I wasn't cold. Just sore and achy, I think. Kind of woke me up a few times, but yeah, feeling pretty good. I'll see how I feel once I actually try and walk, but I don't think I'm going to try and walk any further today. I will start making my way back. Another stop at Bull Creek, or push on to Hewitts Hut. I think that's the plan. Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to get my brekkie together, have some porridge and a coffee, and then we'll get packed up and get out of here. It rained last night as well. Only kind of light rain, but that was unexpected. I'm hoping some beautiful views across the valley this morning with the clouds. Alright, let me get together and we'll head down for brekkie. Alright, so here we go, day 2. Just leaving camp. It's 9 o'clock. Everybody's leaving the hut right now, so there's a couple in front of me who are heading back to the Perth Hills Discovery Centre, so probably past them or see them disappear into the distance as I hobble my way along. Not feeling too bad. I looked at the route profile. It was 1,000 meters I climbed yesterday, which is a lot for me, so no wonder my legs were cooked by the time we got here, especially those 2 hills towards the end. So I think most of those are downhill this time, so and there's only a couple of big climbs, and there's a massive climb out to, no, I say massive climb, it's a big climb out from into Kalamunda at the end, so I'm thinking I'll make it to Bulls Creek at least, and then maybe push on to Hewitts Hill and see how we go there. Later tonight I'll stay another night on the trail, and then we get to Hewitts Hill. It's only like a 10k trek into town the next day, which will be easy. And I should be fresh for that climb out. Alright, let's get on the trail. Hopefully I can enjoy some of the sights this time. Because when I came in yesterday I was just looking down, dragging myself to the finish. So beautiful morning for it again. The views out across the Helena Valley. Not so much fog in the hills this morning, but still a beautiful view. Alright, let's go. So it's coming down that big hill. It's just before Helena campsite. And these are the views I missed yesterday as I was kind of heading in, and just had to have my head down and dragging myself up the hill. The good thing is I've managed to get reception, so I've been able to kind of add a route to my GPS. Although this section here wasn't too bad, kind of there was just a couple of points where there was no signage, but I've got tracking now all the way back to the Discovery Centre, and then I'm sure I'll have reception there to plot a course on to Hewitts Hut if I decide to head there. I kind of want to get 20 k's out today. I'm thinking just walking now. I think I should be able to do 20 k's and get in at a reasonable time to Hewitts Hut. And even if I'm a little bit late, I might just bunk down in the hut rather than setting up tent, and I can be squared away and moving early tomorrow morning. Beautiful, beautiful morning again. No wind. The sun's a little bit, I think it's meant to be a little bit warmer today, so what I didn't do yesterday was drink enough, so I'm going to force myself to stop every 5 k's or so and take on water. I think that's something I'll change for next time. I need some kind of system to hook the water to my belt. So I hate carrying a water bottle and I don't want it swinging around, so I'll have to look for some solution. We'll go from there. swear I came out of the wrong track yesterday. Now I can see the bib sign down the bottom there as well. So just trying to find somewhere to have morning tea now. About 10:30, 6k's in. We're going to do 20k's today. We're kind of a third of the way there already, so feeling good. Legs are a little bit tight, but poles are again being a godsend on some of the climbs. I find it's easier to walk without them when I'm on the flat. As soon as I hit an incline, I'm pulling them out and getting my way up. Nice little brook here. Nice. Bit of water flowing in there. Not so much this side. Alright, back on the track. So I just pulled in, morning tea just by this little pool here on the granite outcropping. Nice cool breeze. 10:30, then just over 6k's, so yeah, 6.25k, so we're on track. Just grab some water, muesli bar, some trail mix, then we'll move on, take 5 minutes. This is a cool little section through here, just winding up through these ferns, and it's nice. It's a little bit damp still. Lovely dewy kind of eucalyptus smell. So nice. This is part of the track that I didn't walk yesterday. I've taken a wrong turn. Not sure whether this would have been easier or harder than the way I went. Okay, so we're now coming into Walls Creek campsite again. It is 11:15. We've done 8.5 k's. So I'm not going to stop here. I'm just going to push through. I might fill up my water. Yeah, I might chug my water, fill it up, put my tab in, and then crack on from there. Not stay here too long. That way, more chance of making it up to Hewitts Hut. Good time. A couple here that were Helena overnight as well. Okay, and on we go. Got some water, some salt and vinegar shapy things. Now leaving Bull Creek campsite. Next stop, thinking maybe a cheeky pint in the Mundaring Weir Hotel. I think that might be the go. Or maybe an ice cream at the Discovery Centre. I'll treat myself. Yeah, otherwise we'll head out to Hewitts. I think it's 10 to 15 k's from here. So, I mean, if it all goes horribly wrong and my body gives up, I've got the Perth Discovery Centre and I'm sure I can get a taxi from there or something if I need to, but that won't be the case, I am sure. Alright, it's about 11:30 I think. Yeah, 11:30. Yeah, hopefully we'll make it to Hewitts and by about 2 o'clock we set up for the night. So this is the other section that we missed out on yesterday. I kind of walked up there, just the top of the ridge rather than through the bush down here, as we came out from, or bypassed the Discovery Centre after coming out of the Mundaring Weir, Mundaring Dam. So this is all new as well. It's a beautiful breeze blowing through the top of the trees at the moment, and I had a moment about there that took me back to my childhood. There used to be some woods out the back of my nan and granddad's house that we would go and play in as kids, and for some reason that rustling of the trees kind of just brought back the memories of messing around in the woods with my brother and cousins and stuff. yeah, it just made me think of my grandparents as well. They're a long time deceased, but you know, you still think about people that you love for many years. So I've just come through the Perth Hills Discovery Centre. There is a campsite here, but it's a pay one, I think. You've got loads of kind of picnic tables and out spare spaces and spots to kind of hang out. So I'm not stopping here though. It's 12 o'clock. I've just punched in the route up to the Golden View lookout, which I can't remember is just before or just after Hewitts Hill, and that's 3 hours out. So I think that would be just about enough for today. So we'll camp there and then hike out the last 10 tomorrow morning. Okay, so I didn't do this section either. This is the part that I missed out yesterday by going the wrong way. So hopefully there's some new beautiful views out here too. This section's been fairly well signposted. I've not really had to use my phone at all. I'm getting used to kind of looking out for the little symbols and stuff. The problem is where there's fire been through, they are burnt off and they disappear. So I've been through a few intersections where there hasn't been one. I'm just kind of check my map or just guessing sometimes. Alright, I need my poles, so I'm going to have to put you away. Just through the trees, I don't know if you can see on this camera, is Mundaring Weir coming into view. So this is the final bit of the track that we missed out on as we came across the top of the dam last time. This time we're going to pop down into the spillway, across the bottom and then back out. Over there in the distance you can see the Golden View, which is kind of where the waypoint is. In another 20 minutes or so I'll stop and grab some food and a drink. Oh my god guys, you'll never believe it. I'm just going to pick up my hat and I've just seen it. 2 snakes on it. The first 2 snakes I've seen in Australia. I can't believe it. No. Snake! Alrighty, so we have had lunch. Snakes. One of those Cliff Bars. Some salt and vinegar chippies. And a big slug of water. I'm feeling pretty good again now. I can't find a route that takes me to Hewitts in terms of giving me mileage. I think it must be 5 or 6 k's from here. I don't think it's too far. So yeah, we'll just have to see. I guess it's 1:30 now, I think. Call it to 2. So definitely overnight at Hewitts. Yes, the view. It's beautiful. You can see some of the fire damaged trees down there as well, with red tinges, and oh man, a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, here we go guys. I've made it to Hewitts Hut, 2:30, so definitely going to be staying here tonight. So I'm cooked. 20 k's, pretty much dead. Man, I'm toasted. Oh, alright, let me check in and I'll show you around. Alright guys, so here's Hewitts Hill hut. Kind of typical of a hut out on the Bibbulmun track. The bunks. A box with a logbook and pens and paper and maps. Helena hut is slightly different in that it's been rebuilt because of the fire. It's a rammed earth hut. Got 2 water tanks. You need to treat the water though, so fire pit. And some camping spots up this way. Nobody else rocks up. I am going to sleep in the hut, I think, rather than pitch a tent. You got these camping spots up here. There's some on the other side as well. By the bathroom, which is just a long drop. Remember to bring your own teepee. Oh man, if I get this place to myself tonight, that'd be wicked. Still a few hours for people to roll in. It's one of the closest huts to suburbia, so it is a Sunday, so in the middle of winter. I wonder how far the toilets are. Oh yeah, the toilets are right at the top, I think, up there. There's more tent sites up here as well, so plenty of room. I think I'm going to make a brew right in the logbook and just chill out for the rest of the afternoon. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. Had a couple of groups come through and say hi, and they're kind of on day walks and stuff, so still got the place to myself. Maybe another hour or so and I think that'll be it. I'll definitely have the place to myself. I don't know whether the top bunk or the bottom bunk is the go, but I'll grab the bottom bunk, my air mattress and my sleeping bag and pillow out. So this will be me tonight. This is my view. Not bad at all. I've changed into my thermals, ready. I've got my warm gear out. Had me a coffee, a jet boil. For dinner we have Mexican chicken, freeze-dried chicken, kidney beans, and corn in a hot chili sauce with corn chips on the side. Sounds delicious. Alright, I'm probably going to write my journal now and then make some dinner. Hopefully have the place to myself. Alright, so I'm just cooking up some dinner. I've got me some Mexican chicken with corn chips tonight, so, and then I'll have a cup of tea or a coffee or something to go with it. Even though sunset's 5:30, the sun's already behind the horizon here, so I'll probably, once I've got the food set, I'll put it in its bag, and it has to wait for 10-15 minutes, so then I'll go and start the fire, I think, and then eat dinner by the fire, which will be really cool. This jet boil's working really well. Really boils water super quick. The water's already hot. It's only been on for like 30 seconds and it's already steaming, so it usually reaches a full boil in like a minute, 2 minutes, so pretty good even for purified water and stuff. Alright, we'll get this cooked up and then I'll probably bring you for a fireside chat or something in a minute. So we've managed to get the fire going. Got my brew. Food is just a few more minutes away and we're getting to that as well, so settle in for the night. Morning guys, so start of day 3. It's about 7 o'clock. I slept pretty well in the hut. A couple of end-to-enders who, it's their last day. They walked all the way from Albany, so I think it said about 45-50 days they've been on the trail straight. Amazing hearing some of their stories and get some tips and tricks from them. Yeah, we all in the shelter last night. I actually found it better than the tent. So I think that'll be my go-to in the future unless the shelters are packed. It's a beautiful morning here. Just about to have sunrise, so yeah. Alright. Make some brekkie and then get on the road back to the car. Only 10 k's today, so no rush. Okay, we're back on the trail this morning. It's about 8:30. Heading up from Hewitts Hill hut back to Kalamunda. About a 10k trek today, nothing too crazy. There's a climb out as we move into Kalamunda, and this climb out from Hewitts Hill seems to be going on forever, but should get back to the car 11ish, I think. That's when a bit of rain predicted for around then. Not too much, maybe light drizzle, so hopefully we'll be up and out before that hits us. Yeah, a couple of hikers came in late, 5 o'clock after having my dinner. Finishing their end-to-end Ross and Beck. Been on the trail like 50 days. So yeah, they're going through the emotions of it being their last day and last sleep in a hut and breakfast and stuff. So such an achievement. I'll get there one day. That's a long time though. They said the sleep in the hut was pretty good. I kind of preferred it over the tent a little bit. It was a little bit warmer, maybe because we're off the ground that little bit inside the hut rather than on the bare earth. Or maybe it was just warmer last night than it was the night before. The only thing is, like, I toss and turn a lot, my hips ache and I have to move around a lot and worry about waking other people up as I'm tossing and turning. I guess if there was a lot of people in there I wouldn't bother. I'd set up the tent and sleep, but there was one guy this morning who just appeared out of nowhere. I don't know if he was homeless or just in between places, but he said he'd been living here for a little while and was going to be here another month. The tarp and stuff set up over the back. I didn't see when I first came in. He came in about midnight. He shuffled through the camp. Yeah, he just appeared by magic this morning to make a fire and get his billy on. Good on him. I often thought that, could you live out here just walking up and down the trail, you know, popping out to the towns as you needed supplies and then just walking along the track and staying at the huts. Maybe, I guess. You guys can see him through there, but it's our first kangaroo of the trail. Enjoying some morning sun. The weather said it was going to rain maybe 11 o'clock onwards. I just looked across and there's a big cloud bank building over this side. You can see it now, all the trees. It's a beautiful clear blue sky and looking down across the valley this side. Yeah, this side there's a big set of clouds building, so I'm not too stressed. I've got my rain jacket and stuff, so cool me down a little bit perhaps. It's amazing how the scenery changes kind of quickly. You're kind of bashing through forest and fern, and all of a sudden you kind of come across all these boulders and rock and granite, making our way down this valley. Yeah, the big grey cloud is just above us. I think it might have just been the moisture coming out of the valleys. There's no other clouds around, so about 6 k's in, probably 4 or 5 left. Just cruising. We stop in half an hour or so, some morning tea. I'm gonna make the final walk up the hill to Kalamunda. I don't know, because I'm going down, I'm gonna have to come up the other side, so prepare myself for that. It is kind of spectacular when it rains. All the water, I'm guessing, kind of come down the rocks. See the patterns in them, I guess, from the water staining. Alright, so we've got a bit of a climb now, just coming out the bottom of this valley, just up the wall. Not too far, probably 50 meters or so. These big boulders, these big granite outcroppings. The lichen on there too. Include that big clouds blocked out the sun as I climb up here. So in the valley there was loads of red quartz or pink quartz. Loads of pink quartz. So I don't know if that was put there for the trail or whether it's natural. It was only in that one spot, so There were some big boulders as well, it wasn't like just tiny little pieces. Let's get up this hill. Oh man, I'm so glad I didn't tackle this yesterday. There's no way I would have made it. It's been like this for, I don't know, 200 meters or so. It's super rocky, gravelly. Everything's loose. It's really steep. Maybe yesterday it would have been a bit cooler if I got in here about 4 or 5 o'clock. It's probably like only a K1/2. It's just this last hill and then it's flat across the top to the end. So nearly there. Alright, so we've pretty much made it to the top. One last view of the Kalamunda valleys until we head in next time from the other direction. Probably breaking at Mount Dale, punch out to back to Helena, hopefully. Probably just a K left now through the forest, and we're on our way home. Alright, so we made it back to Kalamunda. A little bit busier than when we started. There we go. Man, that climb just kept going and going. Even once we got out of that valley section, as we come into town, it's all climbing. It's not a massive grade, but it just keeps going, hey. We made it back here 11:30, so right on schedule. Just gonna suck down some water and then we'll get home and have a nice shower and stuff.